Okay, welcome back everybody. Airshops Kodesh, Parsha Yisro. Pretty exciting Parsha, a lot of stuff going on. You have Yisro, you got the Torah. Can't get better than that. Yeah, it's a short Parsha actually. It's only like 70 something psukim, but it's a doozy. It's a doozy. But it's one interesting piece that is kind of swept under the rug a little bit. Right after the Parsha of the story of Yisro when he comes, there's a whole section, 15, 20 psukim really, about judges. People are standing on line too long. People are upset. People not upset. All these court cases. When does this really happen? Kliyaka said this is literally the day that the second was supposed to come down. So there's no order in the Torah according to some. So this is the day, the Torah's second time, and now there's a lot of court cases. People understand the halachas in the Torah, all that stuff. And there's an interesting situation or a compromise, I guess, between Yisro and Moshe. Too many people. Moshe knows all the stuff. We don't have a real court system set up. So Moshe's and Yisro's arrangement was, we have judges. Anything small, go to them. Anything big, I'll take, and we'll Hashem. We'll go towards Hashavesa, to Dvarim Elokim, Rizar to him. And I will tell them the laws and the chukim and all the things. La Hodat Lahem, tell them Derech Yelchuba Des Hamasa Shayasan, what they're supposed to do. So, okay, small things goes to those guys. Big things Moshe gets. Things that Moshe can't get goes to Hashem. And Moshe gives back the words back. Moshe Giving doesn't think that's the right translation because it sounds like if the judge can't handle it, Moshe just takes it to Hashem. So whether Moshe knows it or not, whether he has to now know it right away, he has to think about it, or he's stumped on something, anything that goes to Moshe, he goes Mul Hashem, goes to Elohim. And the Meor Vehemesh has a problem with this and says, why would Moshe automatically just go to Hashem with the question, daven to Hashem for the answer? Maybe Moshe should think about it a little bit more. Maybe Moshe knows it. If Moshe doesn't know it, after a few minutes or a day of looking at the Svarim, whatever Svarim they were, then ask Hashem, why does everything that goes to Moshe have to go to Hashem? That's question A. And B, the Mechilta says, when it says, when Da'at Lahem, as Haderech Yelchu Ba, and tell them the way they're supposed to go, Zu Beis Chayehim. This Mechilta says this is how they're supposed to live their lives. So they came for a court case. This guy says, my land is here. This guy is fighting and my land is here. Or this guy says, I'm owed 30 shekel. And this guy says, you owe me 40 shekel. I'm fighting over wages or something. So why would Moshe now go and tell them, by the way, this is how you should run your life. This is how you should conduct your business. This is, this isn't, counseling. This is a court case. You go to a court, the judge tells you guilty and innocent, and there's no muss or schmooze, hopefully not. A couple times I got tickets for whether it's speeding or whether it's a seatbelt thing. You're guilty, you pay your money, and you're fine, and Shalom Yisrael. You don't have to stay for a muss or schmooze and tells you how now to run the rest of your life. Next. Guilty, innocent, next. Boom. Pay your fine. So Rav Shemesh has a very interesting take, and he quotes the Rizal, quotes Zohar, where Moshe was the Gilgal of Hevel, Yisro was the Gilgal of Cain, and they're trying to fix the situation. Hevel was a tzaddik, Cain does tshuva at the end, and they're trying to fix the sin of Sodom, that the Gilgulim, the souls of Sodom, was present in the people, whether it's the Arab or some of the people, or in general, the root cause of people fighting, the root cause of mishpatim, and why we have people stealing things, people killing, people not paying on time, people damaging other things, not taking care of your property, it comes from Sodom. It comes from this rooted cause of jealousy, which is rooted in lack of faith in Hashem. When you don't believe in Hashem, that your things are taken care of, then you got to cut corners. Then you know something? I see something on the street. It belongs to somebody else, but you know what? I need it. Hashem's not providing for me. I'm going to take something that doesn't belong to me. And if I don't believe that I'm paying well enough and I got to pay workers, I'm not making enough money, I'm going to maybe cheat out people because I don't have what's coming to me. And this is literally rooted in Sodom. Sodom didn't want guests. They used to mess up people that came to the town. They didn't want any chesed. If you can't cut it, you can't hack it in Sodom, we're not going to help you. You do your own thing. You can't cut it because what I have is mine. I worked for it. I worked all my life for this. It's mine. You need something, that's a you problem. You don't belong in the town. You don't belong here. And this is literally the jealousy started or is rooted in lack of Hashem. And this is what's taking place. Literally, and this is what Moshe is trying to do. Moshe is trying to not just tell people guilty, innocent, but he's trying to tell the people. You to Hashem. You take everything to Hashem. Anytime there was a situation where people are fighting over money, people are fighting over kavod, whatever it was, this was something that you have to daven for. And Moshe davened to Hashem and showed the people, you're fighting over something so petty. If you just have more faith in Hashem, Hashem will take care of you. Daven better, have more faith in Hashem, and then you won't be here next year. You won't be fighting with these neighbors again because you believe what you have is yours. You believe what they have is theirs, and that's that. And he quotes the Ibn Ezra who says, brings down the Kahalis, that it all comes from kavod and jealousy. I believe uh, this guy has a better house than me. I want to be in that ballpark. I'm going to do more. I'm going to work harder and I'm going to maybe steal and cheat because I want to get there. Wow, they're giving this guy shlishi and he can buy this aliyah every other week. You know what? I want that cover. So I'm going to do whatever I can because I want what he wants. It's a jealousy thing. That's what Moshe is trying to stop. So Moshe wouldn't just say about the din or things that are difficult. He knew the root of all these situations was a lack of emunah, and that's where kinna stems from. The Meor Vehemesh has a very interesting piece that ties in perfectly, I think, with the Tu bshvat. We all knew yesterday, all those people who had the guts to take the carob and the buxer. Remember when I was a kid, Tu bshvat, they come with little bags of fruit, and raisins were okay, but figs, and especially carob, no one looked at that. As long as people in Israel, they're suffering. we should we should have them in mind our tefillas better because they're eating this stuff. Turns out, no, they didn't even hear either. Um, and Tu bshvat, the the symbol is Aquarius. That's the astronomical sign. Um, yeah, Aquarius. Aquarius is a bucket, water, the bucket. So Shvat is a bucket. Believe is a sign of Shvat. I mean, what the heck does that mean? Because Shvat is the time when the Shefa can get poured out. It's the time the Shefa from Shemayim to be poured out al Yidei Tzaddik. And the Meor Vehemesh quotes Chanin ben Dosa, who each week, every week was poor, and each week we just have carob, chalub. And his Gemara talks about his wife would get upset, they were so poor, and all these things, these miracles that took place. But because he only had chalub, the Gemara says Hashem provided the world of shefa because he had chalub. And the question is, what's the kesher? If I don't have chocolate cake for a week, the whole world's gonna have chocolate cake. If I don't use soap for a day, the whole world's gonna be covered with soap. Like, what's the kesher? So Meor Vehemesh says it's exactly that. If you can channel and say what I need, I'm gonna have, and everything else is extra, you're showing Hashem you know exactly what's important, and from that koach you can now get shefa to the world. Now everyone will understand what they need, and everyone provided with what they need. So when Chanin ben Dosa says, what, I could maybe have more, I could maybe do more, but what, I'm okay just with chalub, just with carob. He's saying to Hashem, I don't need the shefa, but in my zchus, the shefa that I'm withholding should go to the Bnei Yisrael, to the whole world. And that's what the Meor Vehemesh says. So this month, which Meor Vehemesh says is Shvat, it's kind of cold, and it's the month where you need more food. He quotes there's also a Zohar. He quotes the Shulchan Aruch also, that you need 2/3 less food in the winter, summer than winter. because your body is hot and the food makes you a little bit warm. You eat less in the summer, but you tend to eat more in the winter time. Your hibernation, you're colder, you have to eat to kind of keep up the energy and the warmth. And he says, it's this month, exactly. The month that you could really eat a lot more. If you don't, you turn the month into this bucket where you pour the shefa from Shemayim to the Jewish people. And this is what Meor Vehemesh says, this kesher with understanding the root of where fighting comes from, the roots of where shefa comes from, and hopefully this month, we're almost finished the month, only a couple weeks left. Hopefully, we turn this month into a true month of Dili, of Shefa. Hopefully, the water that we got from the past few days, it rained a lot, it was cloudy a lot. Hopefully, this turns into a Shefa month, that the whole year is actually just like the trees are kind of sustained from the rain of Shvat. Hopefully, that this whole year will be, we get the Shefa the whole year from this month of Shvat. Shabbat Shalom.